Out of those 8 videos, 8 celebrities, 6 men and 2 women, how many of those 8 celebrities were close to being underage or potentially underage?
2 males.
There's a saying, when the devil ignores you, then you know you're doing something wrong. Wait a minute, I'm not done now. You know, the devil goes, oh no, leave him alone. Man, he's my favorite. Don't you bother him.
Yeah.
Conversely, when the devil comes at you, maybe it's because you're trying to do something right. And for whatever reason, the devil got a hold of that circumstance.
That's why T.D. Jakes was there, to try to fix his image. Ain't no money like church money. He was doing all the things to try to get his image straightened up.
I mean, it makes sense. And he also said in this lawsuit that when he was around Diddy, he seen Diddy give out guns, a lot of guns. And he said that the environment around Diddy was violent.
Well, I don't know. He also said Diddy distributed firearms and was selling drugs. Because you know he was running with Oprah and them. He was running with that whole crew. Weinstein, Oprah, Epstein, he was running with that whole crew. They want to know how we're going to do it, how the public is going to take him. Is the public going to let him back in? And the public is not. The public is already canceling him. I don't believe the industry has canceled him yet. All those people who went to those Diddy parties, not one of them had came out and denounced.
Something strange is happening behind the polished smiles and calm interviews of Hollywood's biggest names. After Diddy's arrest, old friendships and secret ties have started to unravel. What once looked like an unbreakable network of power now seems fragile, full of nervous silence and cautious statements. At the center of this new storm are 3 very familiar names: Oprah Winfrey, Bishop T.D. Jakes, and Denzel Washington. Oprah and Jake have been trying to keep their distance from the chaos publicly, denying that they ever attended Diddy's infamous parties. But Denzel's story is different. He has not spoken. He has not defended or denied anything. People are beginning to believe that Denzel may know far more than he lets on. Some insiders claim that years ago, Denzel saw something disturbing at one of Diddy's events and quietly walked away, never to return. There are even whispers that he might have saved evidence, what many online call the tapes, and that could explain why so many powerful names in entertainment and spirituality suddenly seem nervous. Could it be that Denzel Washington is the only one holding the truth about what really happened behind closed doors? The rumors started spreading fast when Diddy's trial reached its most serious phase. As witness testimonies came out, people online began asking which celebrities had attended his mysterious gatherings. Videos and screenshots began to circulate, connecting well-known figures to the alleged parties.
Why haven't any of Diddy's friends spoke up for him?
My man, listen here. All those ones who made it to the Diddy party, to the after party, and to the hotel lobby, they not gonna ruin their brand. They not gonna say nothing. Man, I was watching the other day, listen to me. They did that, they on Channel 2 News here in New York. Gayle King and Nate and that other guy, they were talking about, they showed him beating Cassie, and they showed him the apology and the whole 9 yards. All they said is that we have commentary about that, but we got to go to a commercial. They never came back and said nothing about it. I was like, yo, damn. He still got power like that? Somebody still like him like that? Because you know he was running with Oprah and them. He was running with that whole crew. Weinstein, Oprah, Epstein, he was running with that whole crew. They want to know how we're going to do it, how the public is going to take him. Is the public going to let him back in? And the public is not. The public is already canceling him. I don't believe the industry has canceled him yet. All those people who went to those Diddy parties, not one of them had came out and denounced what he has done. I haven't heard one of them. I have not heard one person denounce, well, man, let God handle it. Get the hell out of here. Get out of here with that. If that was your daughter, would you let God handle it? All those people, they ain't denounced him. They ain't definitely, they can't come forward and say, yo, I support them, because it would mess up their brand. It would mess up their brand. Jay-Z, we the only one could call each other Sean. Jay is the only one could call me Sean. I'm the only one could call him Sean. Get the hell out of here. If that ain't no fun boy stuff, but you ain't had not one person, brother, not one person sit there, denounce what he did, or come forward and say, I support him.
The Grinder. Despite the laughter, both Oprah and Jake looked uncomfortable. They wanted to shut the topic down completely, but their denials only made people more suspicious. Why speak about something so specific unless there was real concern that more information might come out behind the scenes? Some say both Oprah and Jake have been worried about what other people may know, especially people like Denzel Washington, who was once close enough to see what others might have ignored. For years, Diddy's influence stretched far beyond music. He moved in the same circles as politicians, pastors, billionaires, and media icons. He wasn't just another celebrity. He was someone who knew how to make friends in high places, and that made him nearly untouchable for a long time.
Now, we also know that TD Jakes is allegedly also a power bottom. And he's a much older man. And they say he's very enthusiastic in his endeavors. What happens when he pops something loose? You know what I'm saying?
It's funny because they're mentioning workers, but they're not mentioning women. They're mentioning men as workers.
Yeah.
Like is that a thing where like there's a website? What? It's just wild to hear like you mentioned the
You
normal.
never heard of Grindr?
I personally have not. That is what.
Why don't nobody ever talk about the fact that TD Cakes has an account allegedly on Grindr?
Oh wow.
Grindr is a app. It's been around for about 15 years now. It's pretty much where you could put a GPS in it. So you go onto the app and it uses the location. And it routes you to the account of the man closest to you. And then y'all see him and you decide if you're going to do it at the 7-Eleven or do it at the gay club in the bathroom. It's a hookup site for promiscuous gay men.
Wow.
The Grindr.
Despite the laughter, both Oprah and Jakes looked uncomfortable. They wanted to shut the topic down completely, but their denials only made people more suspicious.
But when the allegations against him became public, the world he built began to collapse. Former assistants, ex-partners, and employees started to speak about what really went on at his gatherings. The stories were dark and disturbing. Suddenly, every person who had ever been seen with Diddy was being investigated by the public. People wanted to know who attended the parties, who looked the other way, and who helped keep things quiet. That is when the names of Oprah and TD Jakes started surfacing again. Both had worked with Diddy in charitable and business settings over the years. It was also revealed that Diddy admired Jake's sermons deeply. A woman testifying under anonymity mentioned that Diddy used to share his favorite sermons with friends, many of them from Bishop TD Jakes. This made people question whether Jake truly had no deeper connection or if there was more to the story. And then there was Denzel Washington, someone who Diddy had openly admired and wanted to work with. Their friendship never became close. And now it seems Denzel may have.
The video I was watching with Jay-Z and Diddy from back in, I guess early 2000s. We're gonna go back and watch through all of this because
I think you need to, because everything was done in your face.
Yeah.
They played in all of our faces. All of this stuff was done right in everyone's face. So I want you to imagine how insane it is for the victims who know this is going on, know that the authorities are being paid off, know that no one's going to believe them, and you still got to find a way to survive.
Without even though you're not getting your perp walk, would you like cameras I know they don't put cameras in federal court. Would you like to watch this thing unfold?
Oh, I think they're going to make an exception.
Ooh.
Diddy just became the new OJ. America can't afford to turn this bag down.
Oh.
I feel it. I feel it. Nancy Grace, greatest hits coming up. Sean P. Combs is a bad guy. She called him Sean P. Combs. She actually thought that P. Diddy was his legal name.
He changed.
P. Combs. He's a bad guy.
He recently changed.
You ain't kidding, Nancy. You ain't kidding.
He recently changed his name to Brother Love, to Love. Do you think there was a reason behind him changing his name?
Yeah. I mean, I guess it's the only lie that would work left. He done lied about everything else. I guess,
Like, maybe all these things happened when he was in his Diddy phase and before. Now the love phase, he's on to something else.
Now you're saying that this man is suffering from multiple personality disorder. If that's the case, then we got 4 different predators and they all need to get booked.
Chase attention. He has built his life around discipline, family, and faith. His reputation is clean, his words are measured, and his choices are deliberate. According to an old insider, Denzel once attended one of Diddy's gatherings with his wife, Peta. They didn't stay long. Something about the atmosphere didn't feel right. Denzel reportedly told a friend later that it was not the kind of place he wanted to be.
New exclusive report in Us Weekly reveals actor Denzel Washington had a heated confrontation with rapper Sean Diddy Combs at an all-night party back in 2003. Washington reportedly abruptly left with his wife telling Diddy, quote, "You don't respect anyone." This incident has resurfaced amidst Combs' current legal troubles. He faces charges of trafficking, racketeering, and transportation to engage in.
Unlike others who ignored the red flags, Denzel walked away and never went back. Some sources claim that during that brief visit, he saw behavior that made him deeply uncomfortable. Whether he took photos, messages, or kept notes has never been confirmed. But the rumor that he saved the tapes has been whispered in Hollywood circles for years. If that is true, then it would explain why he has stayed silent all this time. Denzel knows the cost of speaking out in an industry built on secrets. But his silence carries weight because
We just came back from the Oscars, and congratulations, and hats off and kudos and all of that. But I got to ask you right now, Pastor Washington, you stepped in the middle of World War III. We were looking at Ukraine, and it happened on the Oscars when Will, who I love, smacked Chris, who I love. You came in as a senior statesman into that situation. Now, don't let me tell you about it. You tell me, what happened? What happened? What happened? To these icons, these legends got into a fight in front of the world. What happened? No, it wasn't a fight. It was just one person slapping the taste out of the other one's mouth.
Well, there's a saying, when the devil ignores you, then you know you're doing something wrong. Wait a minute, I'm not done now. You know, the devil goes, oh no, leave him alone. Hey, he's my favorite. Don't bother him.
Yeah.
Conversely, when the devil comes at you, maybe it's because you're trying to do something right. And for whatever reason, the devil got a hold of me, of that circumstance, that night. And fortunately, there were people there, not just me, but others in the Gap. Tyler Perry came immediately right over there with me, and some prayers, you know, keep it. I don't want to say what we talked about, but there but for the grace of God, go any of us.
Yeah.
You know, who are we to condemn? You know, I don't know all the ins and outs of the situation, but I know the only solution was prayer. The way I see it.